I'm going to be performing the refresh facial. This is one of the first facials that you learn in the program. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cleanse the eye and lip carefully. Even if your client doesn't have eye and lip makeup on, you still want to cleanse the eye and lip area because they've been outside, they've been in the environment. It's very important that we cleanse the entire face. You never want the client to go to a checkout and feel like that their skin is not clean. So even if the client has no makeup on, I go ahead and cleanse the eyes and lips. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to saturate my cotton rounds with water and then squeeze out the excess water and then apply the makeup remover to the cotton round, and I gently touch the corner of my client's eyes, and I go ahead and I press gently so that that can start dissolving the makeup, dirt, and debris. I'm going to support the corner of the mouth. Big sweep, big sweep, big sweep, big sweep. Then I'm going to go ahead and cleanse the eye. Down, 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 underneath and around, and you can turn it over. Gentle sweeping, do not tug and pull on the eye area. And if they still have more makeup on the eyes, you can go ahead and cleanse the eye again. You can also use Q-tips to remove the eye makeup. Now we're going to go ahead and start with our first cleanse. We're going to start with our first cleanse with the Daily Gentle Cleanser, and then we will analyze the skin. The Daily Gentle Cleanser is a nice foaming cleanser. It's very good for pre and post procedure. When we cleanse the skin, we want to include the décolleté as well, because most people, especially women, wear blouses that are open, and we want to be able to make sure that the face, neck, and décolleté is cleansed. Nice big sweeping movements. Keep your fingers closed and up to the jawline. Friction on the jaw. And then once we've done our cleanse, we're going to remove the cleanser with our aesthetic wipes. And when you're cleansing the skin, it's good to really feel the skin. If you feel like your hands they're not slipping like they should, you can just moisten your fingertips and gently feather off. I'm going to take my pre-moistened aesthetic wipes and remove the cleanser with big sweeping effleurage movements. We use aesthetic wipes because they really do help pick up the product as well as cleanse the skin nicely. And you can also throw them away. They are disposable, so that makes it more sanitary and safe. The more disposable things we have in the treatment room, the better for client safety. Okay, so if you feel like the skin is very moist, you can go ahead and blot the skin. Big bold movements, firm movements. So I'm going to ask my client, what would you like to change about your skin?
Fine lines and wrinkles.
Fine lines and wrinkles. And tell me, what do you use on your skin at home?
Elaine Sterling products.
So describe to me your morning routine and your evening routine.
Okay, morning routine, I actually do a cleanse and then I exfoliate if it's not earlier, like later in the day, I'll exfoliate and then I'll turn around and I'll moisturize.
And in the evening?
In the evening time, I just do mainly the cleansing and then I'll turn around and do a serum at night.
Okay. So that we want to really listen to the client, what she's using, and we also want to listen to the client of what her concerns are. Even though she says she has fine lines and wrinkles, she's got a beautiful skin. I don't see any fine lines and wrinkles. I'm going to compliment her skin. She's got a beautiful skin, a beautiful texture to her skin. She has great elasticity. She is a little dehydrated. I can see when I pinch the skin together, I can see the dehydration line. So I'm going to recommend that she drinks more water. I'm also going to recommend that she like her hyaluronic acid serum and HA serum, and also perhaps she needs a little bit of a heavier weight moisturizer. She she does have some superfluous or peach fuzz hair on her face, so dermaplaning would be a fabulous treatment for her. She has a few bit of sensitivities on the nose area, and she does have some hyperpigmentation. Today is a refresh facial, so this is a great introductory facial, basic facial. And for future services, I would recommend microdermabrasion, hydrofacials, dermaplaning, and of course a nice marine mask, which would be very hydrating on her skin, which we're going to do today. Good. So I'm going to go ahead and now exfoliate her skin. We're going to take the Vita C micro exfoliant, step 1, and do friction movements on the skin, little circular movements with the Vita C micro exfoliant. Friction movements on the skin. I would say 10 to 30 seconds per area. This is sodium bicarbonate with vitamin C, and then we're going to use the lactic acid activator to activate the exfoliant and dissolve the crystals. This is very brightening on the skin, which is excellent for her. It also will bring hydration because of the lactic acid. So this is a great exfoliant for her to use once a week on her skin. I would remind her afterwards to wear SPF, and she doesn't have to exfoliate her skin for another 48 to 72 hours. But for her, once a week is enough to exfoliate the skin. So now we're going to go ahead and remove the crystals. I'm going to take 2 steam towels, and I'm going to open up the steam towel, and I want you to always check the steam towel on your wrist. If it's too hot for you, it is too warm for the client. So you can always shake out the steam towel if it's too warm. So I'm going to apply it to my client, and I'm going to just check with her. Is that comfortable for you?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that on her skin. Make sure that her nose and mouth are uncovered so that she doesn't feel claustrophobic and that she can breathe. I do nice compression. And then I remove the residual crystals. And then we're going to do one more steam towel. And you can also wrap the towel around your hand. Anytime that you feel that your client's hair is getting messy, you can stop what you're doing, and you can go ahead and tidy up I like to make sure that I have as much of the forehead exposed as possible. Also make sure the ears are not folded over, push the towel back, and make sure you sanitize your hands. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do the second steam towel. Same thing again. I'm going to open up my steam towel. I'm going to test it on my wrist. Shake it out. And then go ahead and apply the, is that comfortable for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I always want to make sure that I do not burn the client and that she's comfortable. And again, nice compression. You'll notice that the nose and the mouth is not covered, therefore she can breathe. And I can let that sit for a minute. So if your steamer isn't working, a nice little idea is that you can do 3 steam towels, or if your room does not have a steamer, I like to say 3 steam towels is like the equivalent of a 5-minute steam. So steam towels are very nice and relaxing for the client. Again, I use it like a pocket and to remove the residual crystals. And again, wrap the towel around the hand. You want to make sure you always get all the product off the face so the client does not ever walk to the retail to check out with residual product on the skin. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and touch and feel the skin to see if there's any residual crystals on the skin. And if you feel any residual crystals, you could go ahead and rinse the skin with water and your acidic wipes, but I feel like I got it all off. Then I'm going to go ahead now and apply my mask. We're going to apply the marine mask. It's a very hydrating mask. This is an excellent mask for her because she is a little dehydrated. So I'm going to go ahead and apply cool gel. I always like to tell the client what she's going to expect to feel on the skin. So this is a silicone mask brush, and I like it because I can fully immerse it into the barbicide so that I can sanitize it, disinfect it rather. I'm going to now apply the eye pads, and then we're going to massage the décolleté with our massage medium. I'm going to use a massage oil to massage the décolleté. A thin layer of mask is perfect. This is great and hydrating for her. I'm going to apply the eye pads on her eyes, and then we're going to perform the décolleté massage. I like to put the eye pads on because then it's nice and relaxing for the client. You can use massage oil or massage cream or massage lotion or a blend of lotion and oil. I like to use massage oil, but a blend of a lotion and a massage oil is great. So we're going to do our décolleté and shoulder massage. And you can also remove the massage medium from the décolleté with a steam towel if you so wish. So this will be about a 5 to 8 minute massage. And then you can write on the mask will stay on the skin for about 10 minutes. And then that time you can write on the prescription pad. You can also write on the client's chart and decide what you would like to see your client for next time. This client, I think, would be benefit from a dermaplaning and a hydrofacial. That would be fabulous to get hydration in the skin, and also the dermaplaning would be very brightening on the skin. Also, some home care products. I recommend that she uses the Vita C Micro Exfoliant once a week on her skin. And she also needs to make sure that she's using a moisturizer. So when you're doing the massage, this is your client's time to kind of relax, and we're not usually speaking to the client when they are having their massage, because we're usually talking during the entire facial, talking to them about their skin, what they're using at home, what their skincare goals are. And then we, then during the time when we massage the hands and when we have the mask on and when we do the massage, that's really their time to relax. So we can massage the décolleté. And since I have a spare warm towel in the hot towel cabinet, I'm going to go ahead and use that to remove the massage medium of the décolleté, just to add to the experience. I always say the more steps that you have in the facial, the more value that you add to the client. And I also like to say we results-oriented treatments within the spa environment, high tech, high touch. Gently bevel off. So I'm going to take a hot towel since I have one, and I'm going to apply it to my client's décolleté. Warm towel. I always tell them what to expect, and then I like to do some nice compression. Compression, compression. And that's just removing the excess oil from the décolleté. Make sure that you tidy up your table, you tidy up the sheets, your SMA area. Everything must be tidy at all times. So now to remove the mask, we're going to take clean water, and it's warm. It's not as hot or as warm as it was in the beginning of the facial, because our water should be cooler, or at least as cooler as when we started. Room temperature to slightly warm. I'm going to go ahead and remove Again, if you feel like the skin is too moist, you can go ahead and blot the skin. Never want product or water to be dripping down the client's back or on the shoulders, making sure that the client is comfortable at all times. I'm going to go ahead and tone the skin. I like to spray the toner. The Daily Nutrient Toner is really great for the client. I'm going to spray it away from the client so she hears the spray, and then lightly mist it over the client, spray it into my hands, and press it into the skin. This is a great toner for her because I almost feel like toners are now like serums, and since she needs some hydration, it's great for her. We're going to go ahead and put the Total Everyday Hydration and the SPF on her today. We want to remind our client she does not have to exfoliate her skin for 48 to 72 hours, and that she should wear sunscreen every day. And we're going to make sure we do our pressure point massage. Whenever I used to go for facials, I realized that when they put the moisturizer on or the SPF, you kind of feel like it's the end of the facial. So by adding a few steps in, like the pressure point massage, that kind of extends the experience. Okay, I'm going to apply the Chem-Free SPF. And press that into the skin. I like to do some reflexology on the ears because I have the SPF in my hands, so I can go ahead and apply the SPF and then do some pressure point massage on the ears, because a lot of women wear their hair up, so I think it's always a very good idea to put some SPF on the ears at the end of the facial. And that concludes the Refresh Facial for the Elaine Sterling Institute.